Hello, welcome back to my channel, How to Make Out. And we are going to actually talk about initiating the make out before we dive into the second part. But this video is about the first part, that is initiating the make out. So the topic is how to make out. When you're about to make out, you start with eye contact. Because if there's no eye contact, they may not get the info or they may not get the gist. The eye contact is communicating to them that you want to do something. Communicate with eye contact. The eye contact doesn't have to be intense. You don't have to look them straight in the eyes and you're not taking it out. There's a way you do your eye contact that will communicate to them that you are getting ready for something and that you want them. When you start the eye contact, you can lean a little bit closer and you can actually kiss. But when I'm talking about kissing, it's not intense kissing. It could be a peck on the lips. And when you do that, you hold their legs or hold their laps. It depends. But I'm not saying that when you're doing it, you're pulling out there. This is initiating the makeout session. Eye contact, lean forward, a kiss, soft kiss, or peck on the lips, hold their thighs or leg. When you kiss, make sure that it's not an intense one, because it could be an action that came out of nowhere without warning and it may spoil things. So that's why I said soft kiss or peck to get them ready, to communicate to them that you're ready to do something and for them to align with the information or to get the gist or the info that you're trying to pass, even without talking. It will also get them ready. We're still in the process of trying to initiate the makeout session. You need to move slowly. You don't need to move fast. You don't need to rush. There's no need to rush. This is a makeout session and you're trying to initiate it. So you need to start slowly. And because you've already pecked or given them a soft kiss on the lips, has communicated to them. Now to make them to be maybe interested in wanting to kiss you back. But even when they are not interested in kissing you back, you don't go ahead and rush it. You take it slowly and gently. Your lips locking together and your tongues flickering each tongue together and each lips. If it's someone that you met newly, you don't really know how to navigate around their body, you don't know how things work for them, you don't really know much about them, so you don't know what works for them. Slowly works for a lot of people. It's when you start getting to know them, you now know if the person is even if the person is a rushing person. As far as you guys just met, slow will work. So take it gently. If you want to French kiss, then you can gradually, but when you already started kissing, you can gradually try to pull out your tongue a little bit, putting it in their mouth, but just a little, because some of them may not want to do that. Then if you see her grab your tongue, then game on. Now, talking about taking it slow, you need to actually make sure that your partner is comfortable with what you're doing. You may try to make out, maybe they're not comfortable with it. So if you try slowly and you see that they're not giving in or they're not comfortable, you can seek for consent. Some of them want to, but they're not that comfortable because maybe they don't want to look a little cheap. That's why they are backing down. So you can get a consent and make them feel comfortable. But if it's someone that don't want to really make out with you and then you try to seek for consent and she's not interested, then you have to just stop it right there. Comfortability of your partner matters so well, because if they are ready and they're comfortable doing it with you, the both of you will enjoy it more. But if they are not comfortable doing it with you, then you're going nowhere. You have to keep in mind that on a first date, there is no right or wrong whether you should kiss or make out on a first date. There's no manual anywhere. It works for a lot of people differently. It depends on how you guys connected. Maybe you guys connected really fast. Maybe you guys have been chatting for a while and you really got comfortable with each other. So it doesn't really matter. You can just try. If it works out for the both of you, it's fine. So do not follow any manual that you should make out or kiss on the first date, because it might actually work for you. Another thing is keeping your hand busy. When you're making out, you don't just stay like a log of wood. It makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable. But When you're working with your hands, you have to be a little bit careful. There's some places you will touch and she may not be comfortable with it, or she may not want to go that far with you. So the simple places you can touch or how to get your hands busy without getting into trouble is by holding their waist. If you're a guy, you can hold their waist. And by holding their waist, you can actually run your hands through their back. If you're a girl or still a guy, you can hold their arm, upper arm here or here, and you can walk your hands up and down. Try to keep your hand busy. Do not keep your hands static or stable one place. Move your hands around. You can also hold their face. Oh, I love that one. Especially when you're trying to, or you're kissing them, because making out actually involves more of kissing and touching. So as you're kissing, you're actually touching. So you can hold their face. You can also hold their hair, push it backwards. Just try and get busy with your hands. Don't just leave your hand hanging right there like a log of wood. The important thing is that you're moving your hands, and then you're not moving to the places that will put you in trouble. You can actually hold their thighs and just massage it a little bit. Then you want to try to see if she can go further. You can walk your hands through all the way. If she allows it, then if she doesn't, don't. You can also tease your partner. If you're a girl, this is a special tip, and you're in the act of making out. Making out is about trying to know if she will consent to doing the do, or just trying to flex and enjoy each other a little bit without doing the actual thing, like having a little fun. Especially when the guy is going too far, you can actually tease him, by stop and start. When the action is going on and it's becoming a little bit or more intense, you can take a little break. You can try slowly and just stop and maybe come back. But this is not something you do often. It's something you can do once or maybe twice. It's good to take a break and breathe and get some fresh air and then continue. So how to do this properly is you guys are kissing and kissing, and it's getting a little bit more intense. Then you can push him back a little, grab yourself and take a little break. But before you do that, once you grab yourself out, look him or stare him in the eyes, he will look at you and he will want to grab you and kiss you the more, but that time you're taking a break. So this will work very well for you, especially if you want to take a break from kissing. Then another one is come up for air. If you're tired of kissing but you don't want to stop, you can actually stop and come up for air. And when you're coming up for air, you can just push them behind and just sit and allow a little silence. Or if it feels awkward for you, you can grab water and drink. Get some fresh air, girl. There's nothing wrong with getting some fresh air and continuing. It will actually make you a better kisser. You're trying to give yourself some break and breathe a little and then come back. There's nothing wrong with that. So this is literally how to initiate or start up a makeout session. I'm going to see you next time on the next one. If you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you do subscribe. Share this video to someone that will find it helpful. And leave a comment down there below in the comment section. It's your favorite girl, Gracious Trauma. Bye.